Good, my good with it, man. God is good. That's what's good. Bam, 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 bam. Mm, mm.
Sitting here talking with Stubbs, man, about Snap Squad. Status of the country, and it's a sad thing. Preach. It's crazy because this was looked at as the godly nation. Godly nation. That's right. The land of the free, the land where Martin Luther King had a dream. But what's going on? Preach. Mothers depending on pantries, families depending on pantries, the education system that is failing. What's happening to you? It's a broken environment in America. Broken. It's crazy when even revolutionaries and people in our communities really talk about it. What happened? What's going on? As I hit the blunt, I'm like, dang, America, them politicians, they full of stunts, and I'm driving. I'm thinking, I got Wizard X on the Instagram, I got Hannity on the radio, so the thinking turns into blinking. Martin Luther King didn't die for this. Malcolm X nor Kennedy. They told us to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps when they set us free. They did. Now the border is open. It is. Man, they gotta be joking. I know some people that's already broken, and millions of families already hoping. Damn. The kids that's already starving, the mothers that have to depend on the pantries. The fathers that don't got a job, so they gotta hustle to keep their insanity. You should've told us the plan was get them more comfortable out of the hood wing. Instead of American bands, American dreams, and not what we should think. Again, the border is open and migrants get houses so they get in front of you. If you just been hoping and patiently waiting and praying, then you miss my point of view. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna sell out the nation to get some new voters. Millions of people strategically placed and patiently waiting for orders. It could be our sons and our daughters that's paying our prices cause we in our feelings. If you play the Christian and turn to a cricket, then you should just keep disappearing. The end is near, can you hear it? The end is near, should you fear it? Nah, we just gotta keep praying, man. I used to sing in the choir, I used to run in the streets, believed in American dreams, but you can be all you can be. What happened to you? I grew from a boy to a man. That was God's plan. I just can't understand. Tell me what happened to you, America. What happened to you?
I look at all patriotic.
Run it back, man. I used to sing in the choir. I used to run in the streets, believe in American dreams. But you can be all you can be.
Woo, stop getting too comfortable, man. I
grew from a boy to a man.
Yeah.
That was God's plan. I just can't understand. Tell me what happened to you.
You know how I'm always like trying to keep it solid. Always trying to keep it solid. Always trying to keep it solid, man. Trump been saying some really crazy things. If I could write Trump a letter, I would definitely be like, hey, my brother, my guy, look here, let me tell you something, dude, check this out. I'm just asking, like, thank God for another day. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? TikTok, YouTube, yes, Twitch, Facebook. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Man, I'm really like wondering, Vladimir, Joe, Space Jam, okay. Yeah, man, it's like where my Democrat friends at? Jimmy, Stanley, Oscar, Scott, what's going on? Who gonna step up and speak for the Democrats? Who gonna let me know how upset they are with these latest words by Trump? And I indeed did hear them myself. And it's like, whoa, what? Whoa. Slow down, homie. And so yeah, y'all know, a lot of people get mad at me for keeping it real. But you gotta call a spade a spade. You gotta call a spade, man. You gotta call a cat a cat. I mean, wait, not in America, you really don't, according to certain things these days. You don't have to call a spade, and you cannot call a dog and a cat. But for the most part, when it comes to me, I like to call a spade, man. I like to keep it solid, keep it real, man. And I've been like, ugh, damn. Bagger, Juicy J. Not as, oh, okay. I thought that was the rapper Juicy J. What's up, Juicy J? Man, how you feel about the comments by Trump? Somebody come in and tell me. Somebody come in and tell me while I'm listening. While I am yet listening. Deja on YouTube, come in and anybody. Albert, what's up going on? How you doing? And so since I've been like really keeping it solid, a lot of blacks been mad at me. You know what I mean? If I keep it real, if I said something bad about Joe, it was like, oh my goodness, yeah. But the thing they don't know is I keep it real on both ends, on everything. I try to. And my goodness. And I'm thinking to myself, it's been a couple of little things lately, one or two. And is J.D. Vance bad for Trump? Let me just get right to it. Because we are only products of our environment. And I've been saying, damn, I wish he would have got Tulsi. And I know a lot of people wish he would have got Tulsi. And I know a lot of people are also happy with J.D. Vance. I know. I get it. But sometimes you could start sitting with somebody and they could, hey, are you bringing back my goodness. Voting for someone because of their race is, what are they talking about? All right. Anyway. Yeah. And so, yeah. People should listen or actually, yeah, whatever. Yeah. No, I don't know anything about Schedule F V or Vi, but you are definitely welcome to tell me something about Schedule F. I'm hoping it's not, one of the other things, but see, I don't need to hear about them. I'm actually, instead of all of the scare tactics that y'all like to hear about, Trump just gave you enough to talk about. He just gave you really something to cry about and fight about and argue about and type about, text about, tweet about, TikTok about. And you want to tell me about some stuff, other stuff. All right, it's one of Trump's last executive orders. Do you know what it does? No, I don't. I really don't care what executive order we're talking about from 4 years ago when we just had a hell of a presidency. I'm actually talking about what Trump said at the rally the other night. Do you want to talk about that? That's what I want to talk about. And so, for the Democrat friends that have been very upset lately, especially with other blacks, especially with anybody that dared to speak anything good of Trump, I will say, I will say, for those that have been asking, there has been questions all over Facebook and Instagram about these comments that Trump made about giving all cops immunity. And I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you. I think Border Zarkamola, how that worked out for her. Fred, 1984. Great question. Yeah, man. Border Zarkamala. I love the way Ann Coulter said it at the RNC convention. What a joke. Border Zarkamala. What a joke. Yeah. So Fred, let me ask you this, man. I gotta ask you this. I gotta ask somebody who sound like they might at least conversate with me. How do you feel about the comments? Do you think Trump wants there it is. There it is. All right. Well, all right. All right. Yeah. Great comment, V. All right. So, Fred, how do you feel about Trump making the statement about giving cops immunity. And think about this. Consider this. Consider this. And if you've never heard me actually talk about things before, I haven't had much bad to say about Trump. And I haven't heard him use this rhetoric. I actually heard him actually use some of it before. But the thing about it is he used it with other language around him. Have not heard him say that. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. All right. All right. Well, that's not a problem. Hold on one second. I got a little something for my YouTube community because we're actually talking about it as well. And they're actually looking at it as what they call in, a speech that could actually, it's probably stretching the imagination, but they're actually saying this is a speech that could end his presidency campaign or whatever. Um, you know, doubt it very seriously, but when you actually just think that, when you actually take for granted a vote, I mean, if you will for a minute, Fred, oh boy, if you will for a minute, um, when you think about somebody like myself or a regular Trump, supporter, but think about an independent supporter or independent person who's just kind of getting over, trying to climb over to the side, kind of being impressed, particularly somebody from the African community. And I say that because we have a higher rate of having these encounters with cops. Um, and so, and I'm not saying, for no reason, good or bad. I'm just saying that's the reality. So when these statements are said, and you're talking about people that are just getting used to giving it a chance. Somebody who's saying, okay, you know what, I listened to a Trump man, I'm starting to think, yeah, I think I can do this. Oh, I'm gonna give it a chance to listen to Fox News and boom, start hearing some other side. If you're talking about blacks that are just starting to kind of wake up and say, hey, I'm gonna check this out. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to what he got to say. And then they hear something like that, man, I can tell you something that can actually change your mind. That can actually and so what I'm saying is it seems like the black vote is being taken for granted. Is it? Is it not? I don't know. Do they feel like does Trump feel like he has this in the bag to the point where he can just make these kind of disparaging statements? Because come on, man. Anybody that has heard me speak, no, I haven't come out and said anything really against Trump. And but I'm just saying, like, whoa, dude, it's kind of bold. Ah, yeah, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it because on one level, at some point, Democrats have used blacks for years. Rattlesnake, great comment. I appreciate that comment, and I agree. I totally agree with that comment. As you can tell, I don't know, Rattlesnake. I welcome you to the feed, and I appreciate your comment. Um, if you ever heard me talk, I haven't actually. That's why a lot of, to be honest, one of the biggest gripes is from my own people that, oh, you're talking for the Republicans. Oh, you're talking like a conservative. Oh, you're talking like you like Trump. And see what I'm saying is I also keep it real. And so I think Trump has actually, that statement at the rally, though it's not enough to make me say, oh, well, for that matter, I gotta vote different. It's not enough to make me say, okay, I'm gonna vote for the Democrats. But what I'm saying is for those young and tender, hold on one second, TikToker. MJ, MJ, you might can help me understand something. Hold on one second. Let me finish my thought. And so what I am saying though, for the young, when I say young, I mean as they used to say with the Bible, you start out with the milk and then you get a little bit more bread and you so for the young, and I'm not comparing him to any type of deity. I'm just saying for the young person coming into knowledge of Trump, coming into just getting to like him and want to read up on him instead of being blinded by the news or whatever. Uh, that person, if they heard what we heard at a rally, and what I'm gonna play for you, I actually, like I say, I don't let nobody just tell me it was said. I actually went and looked at it myself. Trump survived, Democrats cry. Yes, vote orange this November. Let me see. I can't see it, the name, but I do want to acknowledge. Uh, that person's probably laughing at me giving a temp, but I'm a warrior, so I'm gonna give it a temp, my friend. Zanatalie. Zanatalie Thompson. Did I get it? Did I get it? You can let me know later. You can let me know. And I did. I get it. Zanatalie, as in xylophone. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Give me one second. Actually, it's not a MAGA hat, my friend. uh, well, I hope not either. What? I mean, what made you say that? All right. Actually, I don't actually. If you want to know, do I think MAGA is racist? I don't. No, I think wait, hold on. You asked me a question, sir. Let me answer. Because I might answer with detail. So I'm sorry, but when you ask, so do I think MAGA itself is racist? No. I actually think MAGA means make America great again. Now, is that connotation in itself? Are you saying because Donald Trump said it? Because let's remember this. Google it right now. Bill Clinton, make America great again. Ronald Reagan, right now. Google it. Make America great again. So you can't just sit down and let the media make you feel like this is the man that said this, and then the first question after that is you talk to a black person and you say, well, when was America ever great? This is what I would say to the hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute. Because you came on the feed and I was talking nothing about that. See, that's the problem I'm having right now. I actually, if I'm gonna have a conversation and I'm starting the conversation, at least let's talk about the conversation, sir. You know, I'm asking you, how did you feel about what you heard or maybe have saw last night? Now, if you want to try to take me down something to tell me about Trump is going to take it back to what we saw in the 50s and the 60s, I will tell you this. Guess who voted for some of the BS we went through in the 50s and the 60s or the 70s? Your guy, Joe Biden. So get off of here with that hypocritic stuff because that's what I don't like. I don't like hypocrites. No, I'm actually really, actually, I'm about tired of talking to you, to be honest. I'm actually tired of talking to you. And if anybody would like to have a conversation about what I'm talking about, I would love that. I would love that. This guy was just upset with Donald Trump. Gee whiz. I mean, man. Here it is. What is your other choice? I won't even let him get me off track. Thank you, Lord God, for another beautiful day. Now, digress. Calm down. Baby, calm down. Calm down. All right. So, I, he actually could have built on a great point. He actually could have built on a great point. Some of the comments Donald Trump said at the rally. At the rally. People know me, and that's why I don't understand. You don't just jump on somebody else for coming up with a comment. You know what I mean? I'm saying everybody that has heard me speak, either attacks me for speaking too good of Donald Trump, or the things Donald Trump did when he had 4 years. By the way, 4 years, which none of what this guy was saying. See, that's what I don't need to talk to somebody who's gonna fearmonger me, you know, or gonna fearmonger any of my listeners at any time that comes across this feed, whether it's YouTube or TikTok. Yeah, we don't need that. Come on, man. So the guy gave you good meat to eat on. So get on here and give him and blast him. I don't understand why you couldn't do that. Say, yeah, man, I heard the despicable comments, and I thought it was something, 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 which reminded me of the set. Then you could have went into your thing. But see, you got on here assuming I don't know what you assumed, but the first thing you asked me was about my red hat. By the way, red hats, Donald Trump did not make up red hats. Okay. So anytime you see somebody wearing a red hat, you can't just make your assumption and then approach them with your narrative on how you think or feel. That's the problem. People are not conversating. But I want you to know, sir, red hats have been out for quite some time now. Baby, calm down. Calm down. 16 new messages. Let's read them. Zanatalie, Trump survived, Democrats cried. All right. We're getting down. We're gonna move on down. I gotta let's see what this is. Goyo. All right, yes, and he sued and won. Let's see what else. All right, Limmy. Hold on. Yes, what's 1 second? How you doing, my friend? What's going on with you? Man, yeah, all right. So hold on 1 second, because I like to read my commenters, whether they are for me or against me. I want to see what people are saying. All right, so let's talk about no we aren't, no we weren't, no we weren't. All right. Trump survived, Democrats cried. No, they aren't. No, we weren't. All right. Trump was never racist till he ran for president. That's from Natalie Thompson. Somebody give her a donut. Bum 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 bum. Bling 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 bling. I don't know. I'm giving you virtual donuts right now. Give her the fireworks in the background. Give her the claps. Hold on. Give her I'm having fun. I sometimes I have too much fun. And so, I do want to say my thoughts on the Olympics right now. I have stopped watching the Olympics. As excited as I was the other day about patriotism, man, the way they disrespected the Olympics, it went too far. They took it too far. And no. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm hoping that one of my good buddies, my good commenting buddies, come on and they want to maybe explain it a little bit better, because I didn't watch it myself, to be honest. But what happened is I kept hearing about it. And so, like I do when I hear it's too much about anything, I went and researched it. And I looked it up. Totally disrespected Christianity, totally disrespected Christians. And I just said, well, they spent $150 million on a lot of different things to make this thing happen, to make all of this beauty, and it is beautiful, the whole thing that Paris is presenting. But I won't be giving in to it, and I will support on streaming, and I still support USA 100%. Gold, go, 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 go. I still feel the patriotism. I just won't sit down and watch it and let them get my whatever. I won't sit down and watch it. I'll stream and find out who won what. But I saw a gold baby lamb slain, all of that stuff, and Jesus being some all of the 12 disciples being transgenders. This is America spitting out their, cum all over the world, and it's sickening. And what? Hold on. I'm doing what they call a rant, and it can't be disturbed. Hold on 1 second. All right, now I'm just kidding. How you doing, Goyo? What's going on, man? Beautiful day. How you doing? God is good. Aha. See, Rattlesnake watched it. Well, that's all we're talking about. Rattlesnake, he already made a comment. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. He said exactly, not when they make a mockery of Jesus, the mockery of and that is exactly what I saw. That is what people told me, and I went and saw it myself, and I said, "Wow, okay." And like I said, I'm not. That has nothing to do with me not wanting gold to get USA. I want USA to get gold, gold, gold. But I'm not gonna watch it like I was. That's all. That's all. I could actually, yeah, you have to see it. It's hard to explain, but the thing about it is the producer of it, the guy that kind of put it together, he actually explained it himself, and so there is no cleaning it up. We know America can clean some stuff up real quick. All right, Trump told Bible thumpers, "If I win, you will not have to vote again." I heard that as well. I didn't see it myself, and see. All right, see, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody is actually speaking to the conversation. How do you feel about that comment, my friend? Is Trump getting too comfortable? Is Trump getting too comfortable? I didn't see that statement, but I did hear the statement uh that my friend Kitty, is that Kitty? Let me see. Is this Kitty? Is this Kitty? Oh, Ricky Stanford made a comment saying Trump told Bible thumpers, or Trump told people, Christians. I heard it in a different way, but I'm gonna just read Ricky's quote, post text. Trump told Bible thumpers, "If I win, you will not have to vote again." Yeah, I don't know what to make of it, but another person said it a different way, and he said, "I'm not a Christian, so if I win, you don't have to worry about voting again." And it's like, how comfortable? I'm just wondering how comfortable he's getting, between that statement and a statement about um immunity to all of these cops. And I just want to tell y'all my issue with that. I don't want to just make it sound like because you have some idiots that will actually get in the feed and say, well, if you're not committing crime, you don't have to worry about it. And that's idiotic way of thinking. Um because we have kids, you know and kids have kids, and sometimes people do silly things, and people are going to do things, but that's actually not the issue. The issue is how many cops, how many, just to be blunt about it, how many black women have been killed by cops in their homes in the last few years? I mean, I mean, quite honestly, under both administrations, to be honest. I can go down the list because that is what I do. And so when we talk about Sonya Massey, I don't really know if I pronounced her name all the way correctly, but when we talk about this young lady who was just murdered in her home by the cops, Sonya Massey, you know, this cop is already in jail. Thank God. I don't know what happened and how that happened, right? If it happened right. I don't know, maybe if somebody just didn't speak, or I don't know if he's gonna remain in jail. I don't know if charges were actually, yeah, Rattlesnake said it was heartbreaking. Yes, indeed, man, it was. It was. You know what's really heartbreaking about it to me, Rattlesnake? He said it Friday. Ricky Stanford looked it up. Thank you. I appreciate when people actually look it up. Yeah, that's a hard statement. And the reason why I say it, Ricky, to be totally honest, like I said, I've never really saw huge issues with Trump. I already know, as the last guy said on, got on and blasted and took us down the 50s and the 60s. My answer to that is most of the Democrats had a lot to do with that. And that doesn't mean no Republican in the rural was racist. I never said that. But for you to bring that up and not, stick to the rest of the history, that's not fair. And so I don't know what Trump had to do with a lot of that. Now, if you want to talk about a Central Park 5 issue, and you want to talk about a lot of rumors about, lawsuits on this and lawsuits on that, that's a different conversation. But we just had 4 years of Trump, and a lot of people are still begging and missing those 4 years. A lot of people will take those 2 years of Trump. No, let me tell you, a lot of people to take 4 years of Trump over a day of Biden, and that's just the reality of it. And so, yeah, when you get on, man, let's keep it reality. And so I'm saying Trump has given us a lot to talk about, and a lot of people can actually rip him for it because, like my guy said, hey, he said it Friday in West Palm Beach. In West Palm Beach, I just want to share with you, West Palm Beach is in Florida, very red, very black. My black people in West Palm Beach, very high crime rate. My black people in Pinellas County, high crime rate. I'm saying remove me, remove the black people who had already learned about Trump and said, yes, I can deal with this. Yes, he may be a little rough around the edges, but you know what? Uh, like somebody said in the feed, he didn't become racist till he ran for president. And so I'm learning to get past that. If you start hearing statements like that, you start, I'm actually surprised, and I wouldn't know, to be honest, if CNN hasn't played it 2,000 times, because that's the type of statement that make that black person that start walking to you and start walking up to you and start dancing with you as the YMCA play. That'll make him start moonwalking backwards. That'll make him start saying, wait a minute, maybe I started moving too fast. Maybe 12 years a slave with the Democrats wasn't so bad. Maybe this guy is worse if he's bold enough to talk about doing this with enmity right after this lady got killed. It needs to be some sensitivity around these issues. That is all I'm saying. If if we are talking about, you just can't say that at this time and place. You can't come out and make that kind of statement right now. Nah, nah. And that's saying, I'm just hoping that he's not taking the black vote for granted, and I'm hoping he doesn't forget what happened with the Senate race in Atlanta. Atlanta can turn people out like none other, and they will still do what they did last time. I hope he's not taking some of the swing states that has already started changing. He needs to tone down that stuff that they can easily call racist rhetoric. That is what needs to happen. And I didn't like it either. And it's hard. Hey, check this out. It ain't a lot that Trump said that I said I didn't like. I had a different take and look on everything. You know, I had a different take and look on the CP5 because I thought to myself when it came to Central Park 5, I said to myself, wow, well, if you can show me the guys that hurt Emmett Till, I would probably want to do them the same way. I would probably have the same feelings. I would probably have the same pent up anger to say even worse things than Trump said. I had a different take on everything that would actually make people say, "Well, golly, anything you say, this guy's gonna have a different excuse for Trump." You know, anything because I did have different view takes because probably I come from a revolutionary party, so I'm trained to look at things not objectively, and so I don't get in my feelings. I approach it for what it is, and I actually meant to say not subjectively. I looked at it as it is, and I don't get in my feelings at all, and look at it with subjective feelings. So I well, that's what we have to do. That's what we have to do because if we don't, uh, we can get ran away. The media, when you look at things subjectively, that means anybody can change and move your emotions at any time, however they want to, especially if they run it enough. It's just about and you never get the truth, an actual good judgment, an actual good view, or an actual good chance of standing up. Well, that's my what. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't, my friend. I don't. I really don't. I really don't. What you want to say about it, though? I definitely don't want to stop you from making a comment about it. You make a comment about anything you want to comment on. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Yeah.
I honestly, I'll be. This is coming from me. I honestly think that we are very, very, very close to getting into a nuclear war. And if we continue with Harris, or I should say Vice President Harris, if we continue with her, it, it so it's going to we're going to continue donating, like she already said,
Well,
1.5 billion to
yeah,
Ukraine. The point I'm trying to get across here is I like Trump's idea. He said
right.
call for a ceasefire. He said I'm going to solve the conflict in a single day. He said every day this proxy battle in Ukraine continues, we risk global war.
Yeah, I agree.
Now you tell me who's the better talk when it comes to this.
Hold on one second, Nico. What? Hold on one second. Yeah, Goyo, was you done? All right. So Goyo has muted the mic. Welcome to the feed, Nico. I appreciate it. I just want to say something real quick. Um, in respect to everybody. Uh, I do want to read probably a few comments, and then we're gonna hear from Nico whatever is on that individual's mind. I don't know yet. The reason you find okay, Nico was making some comments. All right, Jesus. I'm just trying to. I don't support. He wants to be a dictator. Cam Rock, he's losing it like Biden. Just listen to him. Oh my goodness. Free money for Trump to go wherever he wanted to go and his CIA. All right, I just was trying to see something reasonable to actually comment on. And we actually have one of the people who was making decent comments. The reason you find change in couch cushions, JD Vance leaves a tip. All right. When Emmett Till, who killed my uncle and cousin, had to leave Mississippi, when Emmett Till, who's killed my uncle and cousin, had to leave Mississippi. Patrick Taylor, I don't really understand your comment, but that was a serious comment and thought. I kind of think I know where you're going with it. So what happened to Trump's last VP? Trump's VP was turned on by a Black Widow spider. Yep. Kamala. Trump told the Bible thumpers. All right. So anyway, Emmett Till was killed when Emmett Till was killed. Yeah. Well, my point is in bringing up Emmett Till was just saying I don't really come out and actually have a lot to say. I haven't found a lot of bad to actually complain about once Democrats actually forced me to start um, looking up why so many people started turning against Trump. And I know the different things that may come up, such as Central Park 5. And my response when I heard about or when I hear the narrative on Central Park 5, the thing that I understood is information. And you're going to make your judgment by the information that you have. And so, given the information that Trump had, which was by the same media that we have today, which was probably worse then because you didn't have cell phones you didn't have a lot of different sources of verification. And so that same media, by the way, they also had it in the newspaper. By the way, they also had it in the churches, and a lot of black people outside of the confession. And so I'm just saying, if that microphone was put in front of me when Emmett Till was killed, and they asked me if I had that power, to be able to answer to it, um, I would probably, uh, I would probably have just as bad as a response, or if not even worse than Trump did. And that's the only reason why Emmett Till was brought up. And so, Nico Bailey, how you doing? Sorry about that. Nico Bailey, how you doing? Did I say that name right? So how you doing? How you doing? Oh, could you? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. All right, sorry. Thank you for telling me that. Did you want to say anything? Oh yeah, go ahead. Hmm. Well, you don't know what they would do if Zelensky has proved he's a snake. And I just want to answer you that I'm gonna let you keep going because I want to hear your full thought. But I do want to say this. Uh, Trump is giving ways that he feels like he can do what he's saying he's gonna do. But you're right. But I do want to let you know he is giving a plan. You're probably not listening or paying attention to his plan, but he's giving it. Right after he says he'll have that war settled, which, of course he's exaggerating a little bit. He's a showman. But when he said 1 or 2 days, we probably know that's him being a showman. I don't discredit, I don't go against him for that. But what I'm saying is he's immediately saying, drill, baby, drill. And so I think it's clear where he's going, and he's not hiding that. Well, it might be Demaya Arnold made a good comment. And so I'm just saying, Trump, I don't think he's hiding how he's gonna approach. Now, is it gonna work? I don't know. But I don't think he's hiding his chess pieces. I don't think he's hiding his moves that he plans to make. And he's definitely speaking to the fact that if we're drilling, then we're not buying oil from Russia or Venezuela. And so, no matter how it is, we're actually helping Putin right now. Putin is getting paid through us. You may not realize that. And so there is a lot of different things that Trump is saying that will say, well, I'm not saying why. I can't answer that. Um, well, I'm not trying to answer that, Demaya. I'm just saying that is what he is saying. And so I don't know if we're producing record amounts of oil because even our oil reserves are very low. And so I don't know about that. Huh? Okay, go ahead. Okay. What well you're saying in a direct way. But see that has nothing to do. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. And US. Okay. All right. Russia at one point we was, and Russia is getting paid. Russia is richer than ever right now through the war. How is somebody actually funding war and still rich? So I don't even know how we got on this point, but I don't know how somebody can be funding war. So either your information is wrong, like a lot of times people don't like Trump or Republicans, they have wrong information. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying a lot of times we get this passed down information and it turns out to be totally bogus and you don't find out until a year or two later. So I don't know about what you're saying. I know about what I'm told and what I've studied and what actually makes sense. That is the reason why Russia can actually form a whole new coalition with two other countries and start saying middle finger to the American dollar because they are powerful. While we have sat down and slept and listened to lies like that, what you just said, and all the while Russia is getting more powerful and stronger and stronger. So I can tell you, in my opinion, one of the answers is to that is not depending on having to buy oil from anybody. And I don't know what you've been told. I don't know who told somebody that we're producing more oil than ever in this country, in this nation right here. And if we are, that means we just started doing it. Okay. I said more oil than ever. We are not producing. No, you're not. So you're saying we produce more oil than ever right now, huh? Yeah, you know why? You know why? Listen to what you just said. If we are, that's because after getting their butt kicked for a while, the administration decided, as they did, even with the border over the last few months, it may be a few things turning around. But I just want to tell you something. What you are saying does not indicate the economy. None of what you're saying. So I'm not challenging your information. I came on here talking about a statement Trump made about cops. You want to talk about Russia and oil. That's cool. But what I'm saying is none of what you are saying. I'm okay. Okay. Well, and remember, but do you remember the answer I told him when he said he wanted to talk about it? Goyo Gots, could you tell her what I said? Tell him or her what I said when you said, huh? I said I didn't want to talk about it. I said I didn't. Okay, and you did. All right, and you did. But I'm saying Trump said drill, baby, drill. It is something that he says at every rally. And so either the surge of the millions of people, the millions and millions of people, tens of millions of people that are supporting this man, that hears him say it every rally and every almost time he gets a chance to say it, somehow they are misinformed and you are right. So I digress to you. And what else do you want me to say? Oh no, no. Did you just sir or ma'am or sir? Did you just hear what I said? Did you just hear what I said? I don't really want to talk about it, so I digress to you. So in other words, I'm not gonna look it up, but what you are saying, you and maybe one or two people in the feed who are upset with me, uh, there are tens of millions of people that hear him say drill baby drill and somehow they support it. So either they are misinformed or you. And that's all. I digress to you. How many times do you want me to say it? Because I don't want to talk about it. I actually want to talk about a statement. Huh? Okay. All right, thank you. All right. All right. You too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Trump does a lot of lying and misinforming people. So that is why it's important for people to go and do the research themselves. Demaya, you can come up and talk instead of keep texting. It's so funny when people will sit down and watch and say idiotic things. And that's it. Red Dog, how's it going, my friend? Did you see the last Trump rally? I just want to make a comment on that. What you was referring to on the Trump thing on the drill baby drill. All right. What that lady was saying is true. Okay. To a certain extent. We are drilling actually more oil right now, but the reason we're drilling it on private land. It's being done on private land and it's being shipped overseas. Well. So why Trump wants to drill baby drill is the private people, they'll keep drilling oil and selling it, and he'll drill for the United States. Thank you. That's how that's going to work. All right, it's going to help our economy. And so, if he's drilling for the United States, that would also kind of, because the point in bringing that up, actually, for me was that would actually, when you talk about Keystone Pipeline, when you talk about how Trump stopped Russia from doing what they was doing and how much more, I think that would be actually on the negotiating table once Trump put his plan into motion, drilling. I think it would have an effect on other people's working and power hold on the oil industry. And no matter what the thing is, no matter if it's 1 or 2 days, I don't know if he's gonna have it done. I really didn't want to talk about it, but I'm glad that you brought in your side of it. That way, when I hear it again, I would at least know where somebody is coming from. But I know that people, as that person tried to make it look as if tens and tens of millions of people was just sitting down listening to this man say "drill, baby, drill" in ignorance. And that's the problem with the Democrats. They think everybody receives or is going to stay in ignorance about how things are getting done. So yes, I appreciate your comment and uh, inside information about how that goes. America is drilling more than ever now, but for private reasons on private lands. And when it comes to Trump, drill, baby, drill.
Just so I can back that up for you a little bit.
Okay.
I have nephews and they work in the oil fields out in West Texas, Southwest Texas, and mainly all that oil those boys are drilling out there right now. It's being shipped to Houston. They're pipelining it to Houston, loading it over on ships, and it's going to all over the world. Japan, just
Mm.
China, I mean, you name it. And it's not staying here in the United States. Although the United States, this administration now, and y'all can look it up, we're buying oil from Venezuela right now, and it's just
Yeah, and that's
tragedy.
and that's what I mentioned to that's
There's only actually one refinery in the United
and that's in
States
Texas, right?
that's capable of refining that low grade oil, and that's in Houston.
That's in Houston, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So there you go. That's all I had.
No, I definitely appreciate it because I actually didn't pretend to know. So, but I know a little bit as far as when he said drill, baby, drill. There are not 80 and 90 million stupid people sitting down disregarding that, and so that was my point, and that is where. Oh yeah, thank you, and thank you also, Alicia Mara, for always being a warrior in the feed, man. Girl power all the way, Demaya. You too, man, and thank you for that information. So they drilling for the next man, and so really, I just wanted to actually, like, really, this was about the comments Trump made, and I was actually surprised. I was actually really surprised, and after hearing a lot of people talk about it, hey, I wanted to see it, I guess, and yeah, that was kind of
That we're going to give immunity
not
to
good.
police so they can do their job. That we're going to give immunity to police so they can do their job. I'm giving federal immunity to police officers so they can do their job. We're going to give our police their power back, and we're going to give them immunity from prosecution.
We return now to the very tragic story of a woman killed.
Yeah, that ain't good. You know, timing is everything. Timing is everything. Right after a young lady is killed by the cops in her own home again. Alicia.
I'm sorry about talking about that topic about the war in Ukraine and the nuclear war.
No,
It's just something that's been on my mind.
no, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, we're off it now though. It's cool. It's cool, Goyo. It's cool because guess what? It brought on information that we all needed to hear, and so you brought up a subject that probably didn't want to talk about it first, but I gained something out of it. I gained something out of it. So I actually did, whether I wanted to hear about it or not. So I learned something. Anytime I learn something, I don't take it as a bad thing. But I don't want to get away from where I am. That statement about um giving all of this freedom to these
That
cops.
we're going to give immunity to police so they can do their job. I'm giving federal immunity to police officers so they can do their job. We're going to give our police their power back, and we're going to give them immunity from prosecution.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, those kind of statements right after a young lady was killed in her own home. Did I say one young lady? Another young lady, black, unfortunately, but almost. I'm gonna be honest, just to be honest, totally honest, just a little bit, maybe not, but just a little bit honest. Should I go? Yeah, yeah. I don't. know if I've heard of a recorded time where a white woman was killed in her home by the cops, but I know somewhere in history it probably has happened. And so we are seeing this a lot. Yeah, man. Don't matter. We paying for that 8.5 million barrels per day. Alicia. I can imagine Alicia sometimes with a sword. She's a samurai. Samurai. Chop chop. Yeah, man. Rakia Boyd shot in the back of her head by an off-duty cop who still thought he was on duty. Don't get your wig twisted. How you doing, man? It is more black shootings, period. Drop time, drop time. Ooh, oh, uh-oh. My brother get busy. Yes. Yeah, man. It's more black shootings, period. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I said this was not a good statement. It's not a statement that a lot of people are gonna want to hear. And I can tell you this: somebody said earlier in the feed, "I'm with you. I do understand. I get it." They said there is a lot of things that Trump says that makes me upset, but they're still gonna vote for him. I'm kind of I'm an ex-cop. All right, what's up, man? Okay. What's up? Thanks for your service, man. How you feel about it? Are you an ex-cop because of retirement, or was did you see or witness too many things that you didn't want to be a I'm a white ex-cop. Yes, sir. So did you get to retire, sir? Or did you just was it just not for you anymore? Man, that's very interesting. Come up. Invite yourself up, man. I would love to talk to you. The-
I got some status on the police. How many police shootings? I don't know if you want to hear about it or not.
well, I mean, I I I
I think we already know, but
yeah, I already know it's disproportionate. I really my whole thing, Goyo, to be honest, is I know that things are how they are. And my whole point is for young people who are learning, the beginners or the new people to the Trump universe, the new people who are starting to say, okay, I'm tired of the Democrats with this hoodwink, with this, wool over my eyes, with this expectation vote, with this married to the Democrat stuff just because of my skin color. With those blacks, with those few people, thousands, I should say, few, not few, but for those thousands, when they sit in front of the TV and they hear these statements, they don't receive them the same way somebody's like I do. Somebody who's probably had 8 years of getting used to, okay, well, this is how he is. He don't really mean it like that. This guy is a good, funny guy. And or it, somebody got to somebody. Hey, drop time 69. Could you mute your mic?
that's because there's more white people out there, bro. No, I know not. No, I know that it's per capita, but it's just interesting that 4,440 were killed. I mean, were unalive. Hey, everyone hit F1 because I said that one word.
It's all right, man.
I just wonder if as far as per capita police involved shootings, I would think that there would be more blacks killed. That's just my opinion, and I'm not wrong. Well, according to this chart, I'm looking at
Well,
it says white, non-Hispanic.
well, yeah, it's more white, but that's because
And then the black is 2,300.
yeah, but you have to look at that, Goyo. That's because yeah, Goyo. That's because of the difference in population. I can guarantee you, like drop. I would say like drop 69. If you look at that on a percentage, you would find different numbers. But
Blacks make up 4% of our population.
right, so
And
yeah.
so, I mean, that I would think would be the biggest difference in the whole thing.
As Clappington.
It's
Great.
6.1 per million on the black race.
All right.
And then Hispanic is 2.7 per million,
All right, drop.
and whites are 2.4 per million.
All right.
So, well, everything that I see, and I know cops. I mean, I got out of the business years ago. I wasn't in law enforcement but about 5 years, and that was enough for me, bro. I mean, but when I'm 62 years old. When I was
Okay.
when I was young, and people were respectful, and we were respectful to them.
Yes.
So there's a big difference, man. When you
Yeah.
start giving your respect, you don't get respect, and so a
Yeah.
lot of things happen.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Happen, and a lot of things happen that shouldn't happen.
You know what? Drop. I like something that you said. Drop 69. Um, the reason why I say that in respect to you and your former career, it's like when I was coming up, when I was young, these were jobs. Well, I mean, whether we like it or not, these were positions that were emulated. These were people that came to the school and you wanted to teach your kid this is somebody that you can actually be like. Now now in America, it's like this is somebody you need to hate. This is an enemy. And I always say, yeah, the relationship in the communities where I'm from, they are not the best with the cops, but I don't want to I don't want a godless society either. I don't want a situation where my mom can't feel, can't got to call, just depend on a pistol and, can't call cops if something was to happen. I don't want that either. And so we got to just, it is what it is. We need cops. We just don't need bad cops.
Man, I get you. The struggle's real. I would
Yes.
hate to wake up in the morning, get my kids ready for school, and be black and worry if they're going to make it to school okay.
Right, right. No facts. As
I
Clappington.
know, I know, I haven't seen firsthand. You understand?
Right.
Because again, when we stopped somebody back in the day, black or white, they were pretty respectful folks.
Right, right.
They just were. Therefore, even if we took them to jail, we were respectful to them.
Right, right.
And they were to us. It's just I'm not saying there wasn't a bad egg in the bunch every now and then. There obviously there was, but I run into some of them on the street today, this very day, and
Right.
being unnice to them. You know,
Yes, sir.
everybody goes through it.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. The struggle is real, man. I'm hoping I think it's some comfortability and that statement, which is really, 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 really something I just wanted to kind of highlight and I think I'm hoping for the sake of the vote, to be honest. I know how some things can be played time and time again, and I am really surprised I haven't seen that statement, that segment in a commercial yet, because like I said, that can be twisted. The View can get up. The View, Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar start saying it, and the radio stations. That was a bad statement, and that statement could be turned into a lot of different things, especially being that we just had Sonya Massey killed by the cops, and that was horrific. That was sad. That cop had no reason for doing that, but they are saying, as plain and simple, they're saying cops like this would get away under Donald Trump. That is why he need to walk away from statements like that. Or not walk away, but he definitely need to not make statements like that because it's not helping.
I mean, there's been a number of shootings that weren't good. I mean, and but this last one was, man, that was blatant, bro.
Yeah.
That was blatant.
Yeah.
He had no reason to shoot that lady, bro.
None.
None at all.
Right after she said, it's almost like she irritated a demon because she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And next, within 3 seconds, 3 or 5 seconds after she said, I rebuke you, she got killed. And it's like, man,
What got me was he told her he was going to shoot her in the head. He did it.
oh no, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, if you listen, he said, put that down. I'm going to shoot you in the head. And next thing you know, he fired his gun. You know.
Oh wow.
What was me about this case is the guy was kicked out of the army, as far as I know. He was booted out of the army with a dishonorable discharge. Was he military police? I done 20 years in the Navy, and there's only one more discharge that's worse than a dishonorable. And I believe that's the BCD, which is a bad conduct discharge. But the dishonorable discharge is right below the bad conduct discharge. And how in the hell did this guy was able to join the military with a dishonorable discharge? That's the point I was trying to get across.
No, that's a great point, man.
How did he understand that the policeman was at 6 different departments? Is that right?
Yeah, I guess he kept on losing his jobs. I don't really know, but it sounds like this guy shouldn't have never had a job.
Did you know that the captain was his father-in-law? Oh,
There it goes. There it is. Yeah. It ain't right, man. Yeah, man. I just yeah, man. I'm finna get up out of here. I really appreciate the conversation. I wanted to. Now, hey, thank you too, and I'm glad you made it through those 5 years, man, without getting hurt. Yeah, man. All right, have you a good day. God is good. God bless you. All right, Goyo. I didn't know you did 20 years in the Navy, man. That's what's up. Thanks for your service. I remember you told me that last time, but I didn't know you did 20 years. That's what's up, man. The same way Trump can run for president with 34 felons.
I joined in 1988 and retired in 2008 from the Navy.
Demaya Arnold said,
You're welcome.
yeah, thanks for your service, man. I'm out of here, man. Great convo. Oh man, Trump got to tone down the rhetoric, man. He got to tone it down, man. He got to bring it home. Because if he don't tone it down, a lot of people not gonna vote. All right, out of here. Thanks a lot, Goyo. Thanks a lot. Drop 69. We out, man. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy it. Tone down the rhetoric. Boom.